Hi, welcome back to It's a Miracle Beauty. My name is Brandy and my channel is based on using what I have versus buying new. Does not mean I never buy anything new, but I am trying to utilize what I have, and my pan challenges are reflective of that. I am doing 3 pans this year. I have 24 and 24, I have 12 by 7-4, and I have the Dead to Me challenge. Those 2 challenges are a lot smaller than the first one. I do repeat this intro on every single one. And again, I thank you for your patience. For those of you that don't complain about it, I have lupus and ankylosing spondylitis, which are both very painful autoimmune diseases. And then I work 50 to 60 hours a week, hybrid from home and work. But when I go to work, I get up at 3 in the morning to get to work on time. And then I also have 6 kids, 2 still at home in high school right now, freshman and senior, and a husband. So this helps me edit less, do less, and everything else. And it allows me to continue to film without feeling it as a burden, and it continue to be a pleasure. So I appreciate your patience on that. So now that I've said all that, the last thing I want to point out is my pan challenges are a little different than some. Not every product is meant to be utilized to completion. I do have products like that. Some are just utilizing. I have a very huge makeup collection. All around me is eyeshadow palettes. Over here's a drawer with tons of foundations and blushes and concealers, and I have way more than any one person needs. My goal is to go through that collection, not necessarily finish everything. But there are products that are aging or whatever I do look to finish. So with all that being said, I hope you'll like, share, subscribe if you like this video, and let's get started on the pan challenge. Okay, it's a final pan challenge for March of 2024. This is the Dead to Me pan challenge. The idea behind this is something that is either undesirable, don't want to use it, it's about to expire, it's already expired, things that maybe don't bring up the most positive connotation in my head when I use them. So the first one I have is Interstellar by ColourPop. This is one that is kind of a boring, that's why it's not like on the top of my mind to use it, but it is stable, it does work well, and I am leaving it in the challenge for now. Next is the LYS Concealer. This is technically expired at this point, but I am trying to get as much use as I can. This is a situation where I don't hate it or love it. Works fine. Does good. The component sucks. Putting the brush back in and out is horrible. But other than that, there's really nothing stopping me from using it. Next is the Makeup Forever color palette. I actually use this a lot this month, like a lot. Like you can see differences in especially the bronzer, but the bronzer and the blush, you can see that there is definitely some changes to it. This I've been enjoying, and I am going to leave in the challenge. Next is the Fenty Blush or Bronzer and Highlighter. I use these a ton, you guys. These are probably my favorite items right now. And it's funny because I've always liked them. They've always been nice. But using them more frequently, I am getting to where I enjoy it a lot more. As you can see, it's getting a divot where the F and the B were, and the F and the B are slowly fading all the way away. And then the highlighter, I actually have 2 pans now, guys. This is crazy, but I have a pan in both sides now. I hope you can see both of them. The one is reflecting, I think, but the other one I'm not sure. I am going to keep using this. I have never in my life panned this much of a highlighter, and I'm so proud of it, and I'm so happy that I'm able to do it. But even more so, I love the product. Like, I will rebuy this after this is gone. It's my favorite. If I had one highlighter, that's what I would have. Next is Good Apple. I'm panning both the highlighter and the concealer. The concealer is finally starting to get marks that show it's like going down, and this foundation is getting a bigger and bigger pan. Every time I show you guys, it's getting bigger. I enjoy this. As I said in the previous one, I used it with that new Tinted Moisturizer by YSL. Works really great. I already have another one of these that I got on $15 at Sephora, and this is technically expired, so eventually I will be tossing this and moving on to the new one. But it's not open yet, so it's not aging yet, so we're okay. Next is the Oma Bronzer Stick. I have such a little bit left of this. This is a defunct product, and the owner no longer owns the brand. It was bought out. So this is what it looks like. We have that much left. That's it, just that little nub. So I think prior to my trip to New York in June, I probably should be done with this. So I'm looking forward to finishing that. I love that product. If it was available, I would rebuy it. It is not available anymore, unfortunately. Next is the Tinted Moisturizer by Fenty. I was going to look. Oh, it is below. Okay, so it's below the line now. It's quite a bit below, it looks like. Let me see. Sometimes it's hard to tell with these. I think it's like right there, I believe. I'll stand it before my next one and so you can see, but I use this a lot. On my days where I get up at 3 in the morning and I have to go to work and I don't get home till 6 or 7 at night, this is what I use. It lasts all day. It does not look gross. It looks like skin. It's just really beautiful, and I will repurchase this. I have the Fenty stick as well, and I have not been using it because I've been using this so much. I need to balance them out because I think I'm going to take the stick to New York. I think that'd be the most convenient thing. You're limited on how much creams you can take on a carry-on, and we're only taking on carry-on baggage. So I'm trying to find solutions for things like that. Like I repotted my Tower 28 Tinted Moisturizer to a little pot so I would have less. So all that being said, next is the NYX Born to Glow. This is one that I am taking out of the challenge. It's very frustrating. I've used a lot. If you look, there's that black line. I've used about half of this. This is one that either I love it or I hate it, but nothing in the middle. I don't know if I'm going to declutter it yet because it does have uses, and when it's mixed, it does do okay, but I am going to take that out of the challenge. In its place, I am going to put my Tatcha Balm that I got free from, like, it was like a Bath & Body Works bonus gift or something like that. Not Bath & Body Works. My brain is going 100 miles an hour today. It is a BoxyCharm or a, I forget the other box that BoxyCharm merged with Ipsy. It was like one of those bonus ones that only some people got. So it does look like this. I love the smell of this. This is probably long since expired, so I'm just going to see how much use I can get out of this. This is not my favorite. I actually like the e.l.f. one more. I never thought I would say that because I like me some expensive shit, but that, it's fine. It works. It's not horrible, but for my dry skin, it doesn't give me anything. Like, it doesn't make things better. It just, like, I don't know. It's a lot of work to use. Next is the Jaclyn Hill bronzer. I am going to leave this in for now. This is the one that smells like toffee. It is in Skinny Dip. These are, the brand is No Longer More. So when I get done with this, I probably will declutter it because when I don't like falling in love with products I can't repurchase. And I also hate doing pans where people see me love something and they can't go buy it. So that's one that eventually will be decluttered. And the last one I have in here, and I talked about this in my last video, is my Danessa Myricks. This is the Evolution Powder, and this is a number 1. This is translucent. If you can see, there is just a little bit left in there, but it's not all gone yet. This was my empty Jaclyn Hill. I just in the last video did this. I poured from a Tupperware container. This is the Jaclyn Hill Shine Powder, not this jar, a new one. Let me see if I can grab it. So this is a new one I've poured into here, and I've mixed with the Danessa Myricks powder. So technically it is not gone yet. It is in there. When I refill it and then it empties again, that's when I will take it out because there's literally like just a little bit left in there and we'll make those work. So that is the final part of the Dead to Me challenge. I hope that you will like, share, subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell for notifications, and wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope your pans are going great, and I hope to see you again soon.